Hey, how's it going? Rant and chill. Rant and chill. I hope you're chilling, man. Oh, man, am I dying? No, I should be good. Actually, my sinuses have actually gotten better. I don't know what that is. Maybe these cigars are bad for my health. Man, you know what else is bad for your health? Being a cop, calling the police, being a police officer. Who in their right mind would ever want to be a cop? Who in their right mind would ever want to be a cop now? If you have a kid and they want to be a cop, you tell them no. You tell them no. Especially if they're white, you tell them no. Oh, son, you can't be a cop. No, sir. No, sir. You can't be a cop. If you do, and when a black person, hey, you show up to a scene and a black chick is about to stab another black chick, you better let it go. You better let it play out. Oh, man. That's messed up. I don't even know the name of the officer. The high of the George Floyd conviction. Guilty of everything. Murder. Murder 2. Murder 3. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Guilty of everything. Okay. I agree with the manslaughter. I don't know. That's things. But it doesn't matter anymore. And knowing how YouTube is, if you counter the narrative, they try to take your stuff down. So let me check myself. Let me check my privilege. Guys, the right verdict was reached. Okay. Guilty of everything. Fact of, you know what? Shit, that's not enough. Chauvin, whatever, and solitary confinement. Not good enough. No. They need to put him. They need to put him in general population and let things play out. Just let evolution, let nature take its course. Let nature take its course. Here's what I'm saying, though. Look, say what you will about what happened with George Floyd. But what the hell, man? The white cop that showed up to the white cop that killed the black chick with the knife, the black girl with the knife. The heavyset 15-year-old, 16-year-old with a knife. He stopped a black girl from being killed by a knife. He's a hero cop. But nope. He's next. According to LeBron James' deleted tweet, he's next. Okay. All right. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because we all know that if that white officer just stood around, did nothing like all the other officers did, and what color were they? I'm just saying, you want to put race in this. I don't want to actually do that. I want to take that back. They knew what was up. They're like, hey, I'm not going to get involved in this. But had that officer just watch the black 16-year-old stab another person, another 16-year-old or whatever, it would have been like, oh, this racist white cop just watched idly by while a knife fight took place. That would have been crazy, man. But this is where we are. And you know what? You could be serious about it and get depressed, or you could just learn to laugh. This is what it is, man. This is the reality. You can't do anything. Like, if you arrive to a scene as a police officer and you see two people in a knife fight, hey, according to the blue check marks on Twitter, just let it happen. Let nature take its course. Okay? Just let the fight happen. After all, knife fights have been happening for eons, apparently. Oh, that or you're supposed to restrain them. Have you ever intervened, try to separate two people fighting with a knife? I haven't. You haven't. Please don't do that shit. You see that stuff in kung fu movies, but that stuff is make-believe. You ever stop a knife fight? You're not stopping a knife fight. You're not like intervening there. You're not like restraining, being like, no. No one's doing that. Shit. Defund the police? Don't worry about that. That's already happening. The message is clear. Law enforcement knows. They're not wanted. They're not coming around. Look at the stats if you want to fact check me here. But I wouldn't be surprised if these departments can't even hire, not even retain officers. I wouldn't be surprised. No, I know that they're quitting in droves. I know they're just fucking walking off the job. Had enough of this shit. I'm surprised before they walk off the job, they just go fucking vigilante on some shit. I don't know. They're going to be going to jail anyway. You're going to be going to jail for trying to stop a knife fight. Watch what happens there. He should be fine. But watch. You know who's not fine? Kyle Rittenhouse. Oh, he's fucked. He is totally fucked. He didn't shoot a black person. He shot two white dudes, right? And they're both scumbags. One was a pedophile. The other one, weren't they both pedophiles or whatever? Both horrible human beings. Both were trying to go after the boy. Trying to kill him. So he defended himself, but whatever, you know. Because the mob knows that if they put pressure on the jury, they can get the verdict they want. And if during Kyle Rittenhouse's trial, if Maxine Waters comes out and says, if we don't get the verdict we want, we're going to be confrontational. Watch what happens. Kyle Rittenhouse is fucked. And there's no accountability. They want accountability? Okay. How about when you accuse or when you say, hey, Trump was inciting a riot for what he said, and you hear Maxine Waters literally say things that would incite a riot, you hold her accountable. No, we're not going to do that. Of course you're not. But we know they're not. We know they're not. And people be like, oh, red tie, blue tie, or, you know, like, oh, they'll be like, no one to say, oh, it's the double standard. And I like how when people say the double standard as if it's surprising. We all know it's a double standard. You don't think that the blue tie or the red tie aren't aware of the double standard? They are aware of it. They just don't care. They don't fucking care. The Dems will toe the line whenever there's a double standard, and wait, same thing on the other side. Now, bringing it back, and who would want to be a police officer? Who would? You would have to be insane. The message is fucking clear. Yeah, people freaking out. What, in North Carolina? Some brother was shot when an officer was trying to do a search warrant or some shit. I don't know the details of that, and they don't even know the details of that. But they're trying to make that the next case, the next thing, the next Chauvin thing. Maybe it is. I have no idea. I'll say this though. I mean, there's plenty of examples of officers just doing their job, trying to pull people over, and they get shot at, or someone's reaching for a gun, and they get chemicals get dumped on them, lighting fluid gets dumped on them. Like, people are actively trying to kill them too. So People make it seem like it's like a super safe job, and oh yeah, getting shot, it's part of the job. Well, that's why they have a gun, and that's why they shoot as much as they do. Then again, of course, don't get me wrong, you get dumbass officers like, what was it, Miss Potter, the one who mistook the pistol for a taser. She's an idiot, okay? She's an absolute idiot, okay? Garbage. You could execute her, okay? You could give her murder 2, murder 3, whatever, because you're going to tell me she couldn't see that clearly wasn't a taser in her hand? Nah. You know what? She goes on trial. I would be surprised they try to get her for just homicide, just murder or whatever. Like it's deliberate. My point is, she's an idiot. And there's cops like that are like that. And it's just, okay. And then there's the ones that try to do their job. Like the one in, shot the chick with a knife. He was just doing his job. He was trying to protect that other girl from being stabbed to death. And they still aren't satisfied. No. In fact, the people at the scene weren't satisfied. They were mad at the cop. It's a knife fight. Someone's about to get killed. I have to stop them. They're not listening to me when I say, hey. So they're going to listen to my bullet. E.T. Templar, they just want reasons to be lawless and riot. Damn straight. That's why, if I was a cop, I'd walk off. I'd be done with this shit. If I was a cop in some blue city, I would walk off the job. I would be done with it. The cities do not want you. These areas do not want you. You'll still have a job because while AOC and the squad say defund the police, guess what? They hire security. They hire security for every event they go to. There's paper trails to show that. You'll still have a job. Maybe get into private security and work with one of those firms. Interesting. Be a corporate cop. That might actually be the future. Just how it's going to be implemented, not sure. See, there is a trend of police walking off the job, retiring, transferring out. There's a trend right now of departments not being able to hire, not being able to retain. The message is clear. So you're going to have less cops around, and the cops you do hire, they're not going to know how to do anything. You don't have to worry about defunding because they are already leaving. They're demoralized. You're getting what you want. You're going to have a society. You're going to have some areas where you're going to have fewer cops or softer cops or a more humane approach, which is you are allowed to just shoot up heroin in broad daylight right in front of right on a playground. Never mind that there's kids trying to slide down the slide around you while you shoot up. Never mind that. That's okay. In fact, that's a science exhibit right there. That's a social studies exhibit for school. Oh, the homeless man who fell asleep under the slide. Oh, don't worry about him. That's why you want to pay attention in class, so you don't end up like him. Actually, class is stupid. School's stupid now. They're not teaching you anything. They're teaching you math is racist. Teach you some weird ways to calculate now that don't make any sense. They're dumbing the kids on purpose. It's like this stuff is designed by purpose by some foreign power that wants to see America implode. Is it China? Is it Israel? I have no idea. You name another one. Who's coming up with this stuff? It doesn't make any sense. Who teaches nonsense, bullshit, fake math crap? Who puts in fake science? I guess we're supposed to be woke here, that there's 27 fucking genders. Is there? I thought there's only 2. I'm not woke. I need to get woke. I need to woke. I need to repent for my sins. guys, I'm not going to survive long in the new world order that we're in now if I don't speak the way I'm supposed to talk. When I stream on Twitch, I'm a bisexual deerkin, because if gender is a construct, so is sexual orientation. Because what the fuck does sexual orientation even mean if gender doesn't mean anything? It can be anything you want. Okay. The two go hand in hand, I would think. Maybe that's coming down the line. Maybe that's in the pipeline. Maybe that's in the works. How does it make sense? If gender is a construct, sexual orientation has to be a construct too. But it's a whole different thing. Man, start with cops. How the fuck did I end up with this? Oh, that's right. Teach them poison. Teach them poison. Lawless society. Lawless society. Do we need cops? Do we need the police? Do you want to live in a society without any police around? I would rather live in a society with no police than live in a society with a bunch of oath breakers that do the bidding of the rioting majority. You see that video of Black Lives Matter, a little protest to the town or whatever. The guy's trying to get to his house. He gets out of his car. That's my house. You're blocking my way. Guess who gets arrested? The guy who got out of the car. Not the fucking BLM protesters. The cops are not. You have to just join them. Reconnected. Okay, OBS reconnected. That was weird. Maybe I gotta be careful what I say. Guys. I need to fix myself. I'm broken. You're broken. You're not gonna survive. It's like... It's crazy to me. It's like I'm seeing how things are fastly changing, and I feel like the old fucking geezer who was raised saying the word nigger like it was nothing. I was raised saying the word gay and fag like it was nothing, and because product of the 90s, and now it's like a different world now. Those words are evil words. You can't say those words. I can't say those words. Not unless you suck a dick. Okay. It's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. People want no police around. Okay. You know what? At this point, just give it to them. Don't even bother. Don't even bother policing certain areas. Hey, you get a call out to certain areas. They made it clear that they don't want you there. Don't even show. Don't even show. Be like, you know what? You handle it yourself. Last time we sent an officer out there, he shot a girl to protect another girl, and you still try to crucify him. How about you take care of it? How about that? Okay? How about that? I wonder when we get the pronoun police. It's gonna. I mean, that's the plan. Use Antifa BLM forces to replace the police. Huh. We're gonna say fuck it, let them do it. If BLM want to police their own little neighborhoods, let's see how well that works. Let's see how well that works. Fuck it. You know what? I'm actually leaning more towards anarchy at this point. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it already. Because in a lawless society, it's going to be how do you know you're safe? Because I have guns. If you have a gun and the nerve to use it, you're safer than the one who doesn't have it. Because in a lawless society, there is no law. And you're going to have a lawless society when you have no police around. Because what's the point of a law if no one's going to enforce it? Your judge, jury, and executioner is going to be your fucking 9mm, your 45, your shotgun. That's where we are, man. I was thinking of Demolition Man. Because I see that as a possible future. It seems like the future of the police force would be like that of Demolition Man, where they roll up, you have Sandra Bullock, like it's her first day, she's all smiling and happy, whatever. They go to the scene, you got some hardened criminal who's trying to like break the law or whatever, but before they do anything, they have to call corporate command or whatever to get permission to even talk to the person. To then use their little, what do they call them? The cattle prods that they use in Demolition Man. Let me know what that's called. It's just called the stun stick, the stun rod, stun stick, whatever. But the problem with that movie is, how do they get there? They went from crazy, violent crime in the opening scene, and then they went to perfect, pristine society. Everything was nice. Everyone followed the rules. Everything was just nice. Disconnect. Huge disconnect there. Because how did you get from violent society to pristine, clean, like dystopia thing? How do you get there? How do they manage to send all the criminals and criminal element underground? Doesn't make any sense. They explained it with an earthquake. Okay. That doesn't make any sense either. But if you got rid of the police, you're going to have people who are going to form little militias to protect their own. It's going to be like The Walking Dead, but without zombies. You're going to have people who form cliques. Neighborhoods are going to have... Neighborhood watch is going to mean something. And some areas will still have police. I mean, there's going to be some sort of police force. Are they... Maybe this is part of the plan to roll out like a nationwide police force. Maybe this is all part of the plan. After all, I've read some tweets that apparently, Biden and Kamala Harris are saying their thing that they normally will say. Apparently, they're rolling out like military hardware in certain cities. I have not verified this. This is from some Antifa tweet. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Dude, I'd be surprised if that's true. How the hell does 3 seashells work? Like Columbus National Federal Police? Oh, Columbia's. Yes. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Something's up. Because the people who say defund the police, those politicians, guess what they have? They have security. It's funny how like normal people don't see that. Like the normal people who get roped in into the whole defund the police with good intentions. Maybe they don't really know what's going on. Maybe they think everything's gonna be peaceful, whatever. But when you have politicians saying defund the police, and they have their own, they use police protection, they use security, they use National Guard. It's like, okay, so you want the police around for you. All right, okay. You know what? That BLM leader got the house in Beverly Hills, right? You don't protest or riot in Beverly Hills. The cops will stop you. If you go to areas that have money and influence, those cops stop you. Those cops aren't losing their job. No. It's totally fucked. It's totally fucked. But going back to the question, do we need police? Would you be a police officer? Would you be a cop? Hell fucking no. I'd rather be homeless than be a cop. I'd rather be sucking dick for $20 than be a cop. Like, I was thinking today, man, it would be so much easier for me. It would be so much easier for like maybe this channel if I haven't already shot it with what I talk about analytic wise. If I just went all woke and went all ACAB, went all into it. I mean, there's examples like the cop that mistaked the pistol for a taser. Oh, great example. Be like, oh yeah, cops are fucking murderers. Fucking idiots. Like, we could just get rid of him. But the problem is, I'm aware that it's fucked. The cops, they need some reform. They need some retraining. But it's also messy, man. You're dealing with people with messy situations, adrenaline. They have a gun. They're going to use that thing. Okay? I mean, they're going to have it now. Okay, so what's going to mind is when officers shoot people in the back. How do you feel about that? I think it's a bitch move. I think it's fucked up when you shoot somebody in the back like that running away. Now, what if the person had committed a violent assault or murder or a rape and they're running away and the officer shot them? No one care. Then, of course, you got these lefties be like, well, what about all the mass murderers that just get arrested? They don't get executed. It's like, well, because they surrender. They drop the gun and they go peacefully. Like, when you do that, the cop isn't supposed to shoot. I mean, these cops aren't walking around judges. They're not. It's not like Judge Dredd. It's not RoboCop. They're not shooting you because you broke the law. They're shooting you when you get aggressive with them. Now, they shoot you when you run away from them. That's fucked up. By the way, I know I said I was going to stream on this channel Mondays and Wednesdays, but Mondays I'll be streaming on Twitch on the Game and Chill channel. Gotta put some life in that thing. I have 66 followers and 2 subs over there, so can't just let it go to waste. I know Twitch is what it is, right? I need to work on my language. I gotta work on what I talk about. Want to show this? This looks cool. Is the starting scene. Game and Chill over on Twitch. Real Game and Chill. Not some imposter. Maybe this weekend I'll play some classic arcade games. Give it like an 80s vibe. Put some powder in my nose, too. Shit. I gotta be real careful what I talk about over there. Okay. We'll bring back to the cops. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I mean, they make it seem like, when I say they, you know what I'm talking about, like the left. When I say the left, I'm talking about BLM and Antifa. Anything in between. They make it seem like the police are just freaking murder machines. They're just going around shooting people. Unarmed people at that. Like, you could just be pulled over for, they make it seem like you can be pulled over for anything, and if you said the wrong thing, you'd just be shot. Really, if you comply and do what they ask, they're not going to shoot you. You might not like what's happening, and you could probably fight it. And if you have a warrant out for your arrest for not showing up to court, or for an assault charge, you need to take care of that, brother, because you did some wrong things, and you play around with the cop, and you try to fight them. Well, maybe they tase you, maybe they have a woman on there, and they accidentally shoot you because it's a woman. I mean, they can't tell the difference, apparently. It's just a fear. When they're in fear of their life, a gun looks like a taser. Taser looks like a gun, you know. Fuck. Or, look at this. You could call the police, say you've been bullied in school, whatever, have a knife, getting ready to stab somebody, and the police show up, and they shoot you because you're the one with the knife about to stab somebody. Man. And they'll still try to crucify the cop. Make an example out of him. Okay. All right. I haven't seen much riots in it because of that. But I have seen a lot of blue check marks on Twitter. Talk about, this is one example. You know how many times kids at private schools, not policed by cops, fight like that? Where maybe some has a knife and teachers manage to break them up without shooting anyone dead? I don't even know what she's talking about. This tweet I'm reading by Rebecca Kavanaugh. I went to public school and I didn't see a single knife fight. Okay? Alright? You might see knife fights on occasion. What? If you see knife fights all the time, I don't think you're going to a private school. I think you're going to a fucking school in the ghetto, okay? Can I call it that? You're going to a school in 3rd Ward, Houston. That's where you're going if you're getting a bunch of knife fights left or right. These people they just make up shit. They make up stupid shit, and they think they're so fucking smug. They want to virtue signal so hard to be like, you know what, we don't care that the cops saved this black girl's life. Really, the cops shouldn't be shooting anybody because we just want what? You just want what? You want the black girl to kill the other black girl and then let it go? Let it be? Huh. Okay. That's so freaking stupid. When are we going to get our judge dreads? Take your shirt off, punk. They ban people for busting ass. Oh yeah. You got to tiptoe on Twitch. Yeah, they do ban people for busting ass. Take your shirt off, punk. Well, punk, I got 2 shirts. That's twice the amount of money. Okay? Last time I went all the way down to $1. $1, I'll take my shirt off. Tonight it's going to be $2. Okay? For $2. So what do you guys think about all this? You gotta think about the police. Think about, do we need the police? Can we survive without them? I need to do a Vosh. I actually think society would be much better without the police. I think the communities will learn to police their own. They'll form their own little... They'll form their own security coalitions, which will police their own. And things will be better that way because they will be more adept. They will be more in tune with what that certain community needs. And they will be better equipped for that. Well, what that really translates to is hard-hit areas, hard-hit urban areas, which are a lot of gangs and stuff, are going to start policing their own, meaning the gangs are going to take control. That's the truth of it. Okay, how's that going to help? How are the gangs that take control and allow it to openly control and dominate a certain area? How's that going to help? E.T. Templar. And they have people following off the platform. Oh, I'm aware of that. This channel's so small, I'm not even worried. You know, I'm nowhere near a partner over there, so I'm fine. I have like affiliate because I've got 66 followers there. But when I have to be really careful. I guess I have to do my convert stream where I go full commie and I stay commie. Go full commie, hardcore. Guys, if I go commie, don't worry. I'm going to go full Stalin did nothing wrong, Marxist commie all the way. Gulags are great. Holodomor, is that what it's called? Is justified. Stalin's justified. It's all part of the plan. Extreme Marxism is the way to go. Get rid of your resources. No, you get rid of your private property. Evil, fat capitalists. Okay? What would Stalin do to people who are like saying there's 27 genders? I don't think Stalin would allow that. Guys, what was Stalin's view on homosexuality? I never explored that question, so I don't know the answer, but I'm willing to bet not fond of it, not fond of sword fighting. I mean, if Putin's not fond of it, I can't imagine Stalin being fond of it. It doesn't seem to be. Gay life. I searched Stalin homosexuality. First thing comes up is gay life and Stalin's gulag. What? LGBT history in Russia? Wikipedia? So, okay, I'm taking this with a grain of salt. It's probably going to say everything was great. Commies didn't like gays. There's a ton of quotes about them dunking on homosexual. See? So maybe, you know what? Stalin did nothing wrong then. Oh, God. I mean, like, I'm not a racist. If I was a racist, I would go full on left. I would go full on, like, race, what's it called? Critical race theory. I would go full on critical race theory, Stalinist, Marxist. I would go all the way with that shit. Think about it. You could be openly racist on the left. You could flat out say, hello, person of color. I'm sorry that you are inferior to me because I'm superior than you based on the color of my skin. And I'm sorry that you are inferior in school. We will help you by giving you extra assignments, making it easier for you to do your math. Don't worry, math is a construct there, person of color. You don't have to get a right answer. It doesn't matter to you. We'll give you the answer. You pass. You get an A. Will you get a job anywhere? No, because you can't even do 2 plus 2. You can't even. But it's okay. We're helping you. It's like, no, you're not helping. Unless you are aware that you are actually... It sounds kind of fucked up and super evil racist through good intentions. Disguised as good intentions, I should say. It's weird, man. I mean, when the left wants segregation by race because of safe spaces, people on the far right are like, wait, you mean you could be openly racist on the left? Well, fucking A. Let me go grab some Molotov cocktails and start burning down a police station. Let me do that shit too while I'm at it. Fucking shit. You see those Antifa guys, they're flat out, they don't hesitate. Throw mean racial slurs that hurt feelings at black officers. I said a few quotes. Let me read those quotes live. Here's some quotes. Well, I'll read these quotes. Karl Marx says, you know what? I shouldn't even tell you who said it. Damn it. They are worse than pedophiles. All right. It's a pathological bourgeois vice. Maybe we should go full Stalin. Like, if we're going to go full Marxist, let's let Russia take over. This one I can't even read. It's like, it's a capitalist perversion. That's good. From Mao Zedong. A homosexual cannot be revolutionary. Fidel Castro. Take that one. Hard work will make them real men. There is a cure against homosexuality. Is there? Wow, these don't sound very progressive. Wow. Well. Yeah, just look at this Wikipedia article. In 1933, the Soviet government, under the leadership of Joseph Stalin, recriminalized homosexuality with punishments up to 5 years of hard labor. Put those gays to work. According to Stalin. Look at that. I know I'll fix them. Hard work in the gulags. By hard labor, though, we really know what Joseph Stalin really meant. It was a torture dungeon. That's what it was. It was some BDSM hardcore leather-bound gimp bondage fisting shit. That's what it was. Man, strayed a long way from the initial thing. I started talking about police, now I'm talking about Russia. Oh, man. I joke about being hardcore, going hardcore commie, hardcore Marxist. But the reality is, I don't think that's going to happen here in America because you got corporate interests that are not going to. They're not corporate interests and banks that are just not going to give up their money. No. They ain't giving that shit up, and they own the politicians. So, what it's going to be? Well, it's like what do you see now? It's like they pretend everything's fine, even though it's fucked up and not fine. You know things are fucked when schools now have to recognize not just pronouns, but furry names. That's right. If there's a student, if you're a teacher and there's a student in your class who goes by the furry name of Bubblegum Paw, you have to recognize that and call him Bubblegum Paw. If you don't, you get fired. You could be fired. That's fucked. That's really fucked. I just go back to the police thing though. How do you think this is gonna play out? Do you guys think for real that like police are just gonna start quitting more in droves and like they're not all gonna quit. There's still gonna be people on the force. But man, it depends. This summer, you think there's gonna be more riots? Of course there's gonna be more riots. There's gonna be riots because anytime a black person gets killed, they're gonna riot. Not even worry about the facts. They almost had a riot for a white guy, but they learned that the guy was white, so they're like, you know what? We shouldn't always. We should probably hear the facts before we riot. So, notice how the mainstream media and BLM, whatever, they never protest or riot when a black officer shoots a black person. Okay, or when they don't do that, and that happens too. Or what about when a white cop shoots an unarmed white guy? That happens too. Oh, you're not gonna riot about that. You only riot and protest and burn things down when it's a white cop shooting a black dude. Okay. No matter what it is, a black person, no matter what it is. So I see this summer, I see more riots. I see less police out there. I just don't see it going in a really controlled, positive way. I can predict that if things get too rough and the police have to start like using tear gas and stuff, that the mainstream media won't cover that stuff. They won't talk about it. They will disguise it. They'll lie about it. Honestly, I think that's how it's going to go. I think what you're going to have is you're going to have Kamala Harris, because, she's really in charge. Kamala Harris say whatever she needs to say to appease the mob. And then will do what she needs to do to control things. I think that's what it's going to be. You think they're just going to get rid of the police? They need the police to enforce order. Shit. We need somebody there. Not the police. We do an insurrection act, but Bubblegum Paw. That's a fast Bubblegum Paw. That was just a random name I came up with. Someone made an account that fast. Ooh, respect my persona, dead man. Bubblegum Paw. Okay. You're funny. Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna get. We're gonna get a lot of bullshit. We're gonna get a lot of double talk. If the Obama administration is anything to go by, there was riots under Obama, and the police, they were using crowd control methods, tear gas stuff. They said they weren't using it, but that's weird. That smoke clearly looked like tear gas. Okay. But when the media is on your side and they will report what you tell them to report, you can do whatever. And it's not even just a Democrat thing. Let's see, I think the media was on the establishment side during 9/11. It got us all roped into a frenzy about weapons of mass destruction that Saddam had. Really? Okay. Huh. And some of these politicians, they're enjoying this. But Nancy Pelosi said, "Thank you, George Floyd." That was a slip up. She was thinking. She was saying what she was thinking. Thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life. That speech, as if she was praying to Jesus, as if George Floyd is Christ. What? Talk about blasphemy. Wow. Wow. Out of touch? Nancy Pelosi? Of course. Speaking her mind freely because she knows she can't be touched? Of course. They want things in control. I think everything they're doing right here is to control you. Control us. Make sure that there's never a chance that we could rebel, could have some sort of revolution. That ain't happening. There is no revolution. Because when is it going to happen? You know, I have buddies that say, if certain things happen, that's when the rednecks and the hillbillies will come out and do stuff. It's like, okay, I don't believe it. Shit. People still have faith in the system. What system? It's fucking corrupt. The whole fucking thing is corrupt. I mean, if you've been paying attention to everything that's happening, you see it's fucking corrupt all the way to the core. And they're acting in ways to protect their own. Get rid of voter ID. Okay. Mass influx of immigrants. They don't need an ID to vote now. Everyone can vote. Okay. Cool. Got a nice voter base right there. In return, they get free stuff. Oh, okay. They want to take away your guns, reduce the magazine capacity. Okay. Totally trampling on the Second Amendment. They want to restrict your speech through corporate powers like Twitter and Facebook. Those things could be a public, they could be a utility to where they can't do that, but no. And you have fucking stupid libertarians that'll argue against it because they're fucking moronic. Like Sticks, he sounds smart. He sounds smug. He sounds well-read. He's probably more well-read than... I'm pretty sure he's read more books than I have about the subject. But yeah, I don't see how not doing anything and just letting things play out, just letting companies, like the way it is right now is not working. If you are concerned about your constitutional rights, it is not fucking working. It's not working at all. They found many ways to trample on your rights through corporate powers because apparently corporations don't have to adhere to the Constitution. That's weird, though. When I don't know, I remember back was it 1950s when they're kicking out black people out of diners, but that's illegal. You can't do that. Civil rights, okay, and then so now you can't do that, but the same company can trample over your speech, prevent you from saying certain things based on ideology. No. You need government to intervene. Because that shit ain't working. That shit is not fucking working. And you need the right government to intervene. Okay, you need one to be fair about it. Or just classify them as a utility and be done with it. Aaron says, but the U.S. is reaching the end of its 250-year head of the world power shelf life. You're right. Russia and China see that, and they're going in. Russia's not playing around. They're going to take Ukraine. It's going to happen this fucking year. You watch. This summer is going to get fucking hot. China wants Taiwan. Russia wants Ukraine. You got Europe on fire. I haven't even looked at the freaking riots that they have going on over there in Europe. I heard it is crazy. I haven't been paying attention, but I wouldn't be surprised. Things are heating up. Tension is high. You got civil unrest in America. You have the recipe for a world war, civil war. Oh, man, it's going to be fucking great. Are you ready for it? It's happening. It's happening. We're here. We made it this far. World War III, Civil War II, all rolled into one. Oh, yeah. You won't even know who's fighting you. Don't worry, kids. It'll be like Fortnite. You run around with guns, shoot each other. Except you die. There's no fort building. Not while you're running around with your gun. That's fucking stupid. Yeah, I was going to talk about big tech. Let's talk about that. Is that, look, the government's found ways to trample on your rights using big tech, using corporations to make that happen. So I hate it when libertarians be like, they don't want the government to get involved in these corporations or separate them or restrict them or pass legislation or whatever, because it should just work itself out naturally. What? How? What are you going to do? Like, get more people in that are like, because conservative thinking, like in Twitter, that's not working. Make your own Twitter? Okay, well, they could just say that's racist and get rid of it off the fucking store, can't they? They could deplatform that, and they do. Like, I don't think these people realize, the people who still have faith in the system, that it's broken. Like, right now, the way it's designed, you are a Democrat, you are a leftist, that is it. Everyone else, dude, like 2024 is I should have said this. Don't expect the voting expect the voting to be about as the same, okay? With the Dominion machines, mail-in votes, mail-in ballots, they don't require any ID and can have duplicate signatures and a placeholder date of birth. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like 0101, 2019, like a placeholder date of birth, not even a real date of birth. Okay? Expect that to happen. It's not going to get better. I don't know why people think it's going to get better. I hate to be doom and gloom here. But they won. The establishment got it back. You think Trump has a chance? Again? No. I don't see it happening. Tim Pool was right about that. When the establishment gets their power back, they're going to lock the door, make sure no one else gets in ever. Look at them. They're fucking scared. That's why they have the National Guard still around the Capitol. And that's why they have those walls up. They're fucking scared. They're scared of you. And then, thing is, you're scared. You're not going to do anything. Like Sleazy Martini said this. It's like we're all just like in a New York subway. Like just watching a fight. And we're all looking at each other like, okay, are you going to do something? Are you going to do something? No, you're not going to do something. Oh, okay, I'm not going to do something. Oh, okay. I've seen that. Back when I used to work at the psych facility. There's a fight, a real riot. The useless mental health techs will look at each other like, you could do something, you're going to do something. Be like, I'll look at them like, motherfucker, I'm going to do something. I'm going to go in there. My bare fucking hands are restrain kids, throw them down to the ground, throw them in the seclusion room. Fuck yeah. But I don't see that. I don't see that mentality, man. So that's why this week I've been streaming on Twitch on Monday, Tuesday. Might do that thing. Mr. Deadman, what does that have to do with the other thing? A mental fucking break. Okay? A mental break. I mean, if I force myself to stream on a platform, or if I know if I say the wrong thing, that I'm going to get kicked off. So I better mum's the word. Better drink the Kool-Aid. Better embrace it all. Better love the tranny cock. I will do that while playing Among Us or Mario or Kirby or whatever I do. Or maybe I can't play GTA 5 because it has copyrighted music, so that's going to get me in trouble. But what I'm saying is, I might as well. Sounds like a sellout, dead man. I'm doing this stream, aren't I? Like, think about it. Like any channel that starts talking about stuff like this, like real talk, like it's not even conservative leaning. Like I don't even see myself as a conservative. I see myself as like just like kind of like I want to say normal, but it's not even normal. I don't know, man. Dude, I see myself as like the average guy. I work, I pay my bills, I have a family, and I see some of the new stuff and I just react to it. It's like, okay, these people are overreacting. And I see the bullshit on both sides. But this channel, it's not going to grow talk about stuff like this. If it went all baby metal, it'd probably grow a bit. But there's not really much to talk about there. I kind of exhausted that. Oh, shit. But I don't mind. I don't mind. I treat this channel Rant and Chill. What I plan on treating it as is what I treated Rant and Chill on the previous channel, which is pretty much like a mental dump for all the bullshit that I'm seeing. That's what it is for me. Like the idea of this is we're hanging out, smoking cigars, drinking beer, and venting about the shit that pisses us off. And right now, it's why do cops even bother? Right now, it's this bullshit. DSP lost his Twitch partnership? Why? Well, I better be really good. Well, DSP has some baggage. He has some history. Guys, when I start growing on Twitch, I'm going to be squeaky clean over here. Yeah, law enforcement is quitting droves. They're leaving. Which, if that happens where there's not any real police to really do anything, just stop riots or peaceful protests or marches or whatever, they're going to just roll out the National Guard, and National Guard may actually have to put some live ammunition and start shooting. I mean, you already have National Guard getting shot in, with thanks to Maxine Waters, you know, saying we need to be confrontational and drive by, pop, pop, pop. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean, that would be good. That'd be good. I think on Twitch, I don't want to talk politics on Twitch. I just want to play games. But if I could do like a Vosh style stream where I talk about the pros of communism and pretend like I'm full on commie Marxist, full on Stalin, a Stalin lover. Stalin did nothing wrong. And I'm shifting back to that now. I want to ask this question again. I want to ask it again. Like 5 years from now? What is this going to look like? Or what is the police force going to look like? They going to replace it? Or like the sort of cops that they had in Demolition Man? Where they have to ask permission to do every little thing? Or are they going to have Judge Dredd's out there, but with a protocol of if it's a black person doing a crime, let him go, but if it's a white person, kill him? Because that's what it looks like. Be like RoboCop, but programmed to give an exception based on race. The judges? Yeah, I say the judges too. But I don't see them shooting black people. I just don't see them doing that the way things are going. What they're gonna do? Oh man, like I wonder if that's just their plan. Let Detroit and Chicago to kind of be contained, because it's hard for those families to get out anyway. Because, well, you think they're going to go to Houston or there are other areas where maybe the cost of living is a little bit higher? Okay, yeah, they can't afford that, so they're going to stay there. I wonder if that's the plan. Counties are starting to get their own anti-riot laws. I saw that. Florida is pretty based. Texas, too, at times, can be. That we have our problems. I gotta say, when things keep it going this way, we might see states go, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we're just gonna do our own thing now, man. Like, I was thinking about that too, about how with the way things are now, police can't even shoot a black person if they're about to stab another black person because of fear of retaliation. So the message is clear. Do not shoot black people. Do not even pull them over. If it's a black person committing a crime, if it's assault, if it's murder, if it's rape, just let them go. If they're kidnapping kids, just let them go. The message is clear. I think police stations are getting that message. Watch them. Look, pay attention to how they start. I would be surprised if police start being more reluctant, more hesitant, more reluctant to even pull over or even question a black suspect. They might have to have it where black areas are policed by black police officers, or where you have to ask, "Oh, sorry, is the suspect black?" Yes, okay. We're gonna have to send our black force out there. All right. I mean, it's crazy. Well, I was thinking about this is like, okay, wait. Message is clear. Black people to commit crimes. No consequence. Same time, white people are told they need to be ashamed of their guilt. Of their privilege. They didn't even feel guilty of their privilege, of their past crimes, of their ancestors, whatever. Trying to demoralize them, tell them. Actually, you know what? The thing about critical race theory is it's kind of fucked in a way. It's like they are saying you have white privilege and you're guilty of that, but they're also saying that you are better and superior to that of a black person just based on your race, on your color. And they're teaching that in school. I was going to go with this and say, they're demoralizing the white guy while while at the same time where the police in the future, what I see if they continue to go on this path, what we'll have is in the schools, they demoralize the white population and they only police the white population. So that's a weird environment. I know the optics of what I'm talking about does not sound right. Okay. But that's what it looks like they're doing. You have critical race theory that's actively really trying to push it out there that black people are inferior based on their race. They can't do math problems. They can't be held to the same standard as that of a white person. They need assistance or just given a free pass. Okay. No, like I said before, no company is going to hire that person. You think a company wants to take that liability? Fuck that. I mean, they might be forced to, but shit. I tell you, if I wouldn't be openly racist, I'd be full-on leftist critical race theory. I'd be a full-on Vosh. Anything about that stuff? I don't know. I just said that name. Think about it. You have white people with like ACAB in their Twitter bio. All cops are bastards. They would think that society would be better without any police. That these certain areas need no police. And then you have people in the black community saying, no, they want police around. I couldn't tell you. Because at the same time, you have people in the black community saying they want police around based on polls or whatever. And dude, that latest encounter where the white dude just shot the girl with the knife. He was trying to be a hero cop. And they hate him for it. They hate him for it. Okay. Anyway. I know this stream was sort of depressing. I will say stay safe out there, guys. Okay? If you don't have a gun, get one. Don't use it. Use it carefully. The way things are going, even if you defend your property based on where you are, they may just arrest you. Even if you have certain laws. Be in a southern state. Move. Go to Florida. Come to Texas. Live in the county. Don't move to Austin and think you're safe. Go live in like Danbury. Okay? If it's a town you don't even recognize the name, that's where you want to go. Okay? Town so small, everyone knows their own name. A town so small, so isolated, it takes like an hour to get there. That's where you want to go. All right, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Not planning on. Because work. But there will be a Hard Talk Radio on Friday. The guest is a horror author. I booked him pretty easily. Mike Duke. I'll set that up. Wait. I'm missing information here. Mike Duke? No. Oh, my bad. Mike Duke's another time. Robert Isig. Okay, my bad. Robert Isig. Anyway. So that'll be Friday. Alright. But that's on a completely different channel now, isn't it? I'm getting used to this separation of the minds of the content too. It's to protect me and to protect you guys at the same time. Okay. Wait, this stream might disappear tomorrow. I'll take it easy.